British Columbia Institute of Technology acknowledges that our campuses are located on the unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish nations of Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh.
Good morning, everyone. My name is James Ngo, and these are your 10:30 sports headlines. Starting in lacrosse, the New Westminster Salmon Bellies have won Game 5 of the Mann Cup against the Six Nations Chiefs. After losing the last two games, the Salmon Bellies bounced back, winning 15-11. Ty Kurtz earned Player of the Game honors for New West, scoring 3 goals and 6 points. The Salmon Bellies now hold a 3-2 series lead and are 1 win away from becoming Mann Cup champions. Game 6 is tomorrow night at 7:30. In CFL news, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers will be without starting quarterback Zach Collaros for Friday's match against the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Collaros suffered a neck injury during the team's 21-13 loss to the Saskatchewan Roughriders last weekend. Backup QB Chris Strevler, who does have some starting experience, will start in tomorrow's game. Winnipeg is 6-6 on the season, and they currently hold the 3rd seed in the Western Division. They play against a Ticats team that recently snapped a 3-game losing streak and are now 7-5 on the season. Kickoff is scheduled for tomorrow at 4 p.m. The Toronto Argonauts will have a tribute to former co-owner and comedian John Candy during Saturday's game against the Edmonton Elks. Candy passed away in 1994 after suffering a heart attack when filming Wagons East in Mexico. He was 43 years old. His family will be in attendance during the game, and the first 5,000 fans will get a limited edition John Candy t-shirt. The Argonauts are on a 2-game winning streak as they fight for a spot in the playoffs. The game is scheduled for noon on Saturday. In baseball, the Toronto Blue Jays fell 3-2 in their second of 3 games against the Houston Astros Wednesday night. Closer Jeff Hoffman continues to struggle, allowing a 9th-inning home run to Yanier Diaz for the loss. Despite his struggles as closer, the Blue Jays manager John Schneider is still confident in his player.
I think the difference between when he's really good and when he has a rough outing, that's kind of it. It's kind of just the damage right there. So he's got good stuff. Still trust him. He's been throwing the ball really well, and it was one bad pitch tonight.
Both teams have won a game in this series, with the rubber match scheduled for 12 p.m. The Seattle Mariners have completed a sweep of the St. Louis Cardinals after a walk-off win on Wednesday. The game went a long 13 innings before Mariners pinch hitter Leo Rivas hit a 2-run home run to win the game. Seattle has won 5 straight games as they continue to chase down the Houston Astros for the division lead. They start a new series against the Los Angeles Angels later today at 6:40. U.S. President Donald Trump will be in attendance for the New York Yankees baseball game today. The president makes the trip to honor the 24th anniversary of the September 11th terror attacks. Previous presidents, such as George W. Bush and Barack Obama, have visited Yankee Stadium in honor of the attacks. The Yankees play at 4 p.m. today, looking to avoid getting swept by the Detroit Tigers. And that's it for sports. Now, our producer Leah Warren joins me to talk about the stories we'll be covering through the day. So, Leah, what is the top story today?
In 2023, Premier David Eby committed to implement mandatory Holocaust education for high school students in the 2025 school year. Our reporter Jonah Jung is following the story and getting the update as BC schools are back in session.
And why did the province implement this education?
Eby made the announcement following the October 7th attacks in Israel and stated that anti-Semitism in BC had risen. In the same announcement, he said that, quote, combating this kind of hate begins with learning from the darkest parts of our history, so the same horrors are never repeated. On a bit of a lighter note, reporter Selena Teixeira will be talking to a vinyl store owner about the importance of physical media in this digital age that we live in. She's found out about a rise in the interest of owning vinyls and CDs and is hoping to ask why people are relying less on online streaming platforms. Finally, staying in the arts, Vancouver's Fringe Festival is underway, and many theatrical performances remain to be seen. Reporter Braden Coombs interviewed a head volunteer about the event and why it's expanded over the years, and how the fest is for the artists as much as it's for the audience. This interview will stream at 2:30 this afternoon in our long-form segment, For the Record.
That's all for now. Thank you so much for listening. Once again, I'm James Ngo, and you're listening to BCIT's The Crowd.
It's your career, your vision, your goal. Navigate it your way. Flexible learning is designed for you. Learn a new skill or earn a degree at your own pace. BCIT, flexible learning for a complex world.